just because we're not alive. If love was our religion, the world would understand. Two souls from different stories, still walking hand in hand. No walls to stand between us, no fear in our decision. If love was our sacred walls between us, higher than the sky. Two hearts trying to reach, but the distance keeps them tied. If love is something holy, why must it break like this? With sacred walls between us. Maybe somewhere far away, where no one draws the line, two souls like us could finally let their love survive. But here the walls are standing taller every day. Two hearts slowly fading as we walk our separate ways. Even if forever lives inside our dreams, these sacred walls between us still stand in between. Sacred walls. Sacred walls still between us. We met in a quiet moment, two hearts that felt the same, but whispers started growing every time they said our names. They told us we were dreaming, that love like this won't last. Two souls from different stories, two shadows from the past. They say the sky has drawn a line that we should not cross. It's a love the world won't bless, a dream they won't accept. Two hearts standing fearless, but drowning in regret. If love is something sacred, why must we confess? For a love the world won't bless. Your hand still feels like home to me, like peace I've never known. But every step we take together feels like we stand alone. They say someday we'll understand why we must let it go. But every tear that falls tonight just tells me I still know. Maybe love was never Suddenly the world felt brighter every time you pass me by. They say our roads will never meet, no matter how we try. Different paths to heaven, but the same love in our hearts. Two souls chasing something the world wants to tear apart. If fate shows us the way, then why do we feel this true? Different paths to heaven, but my road leads to you. You speak of faith with gentle lies. I hold my truth inside, but every moment next to you feels like heaven is nearby. They tell us love like ours won't last, but someday we must choose between the faith that shapes our souls or the love we fear to lose. Maybe love was always meant to guide us through the dark. Different paths to heaven, but the same love in our hearts. Two souls chasing something the world wants to tear apart. If fate shows us the way, then why do we feel this true? Different paths to heaven, but my road leads to you. But my road leads to you. Maybe somewhere in the sky, our prayers still sound the same. Maybe heaven listens more to love than to our names. Different paths to heaven, still walking side by side. Two hearts in the distance, where faith and love collide. Even if the world says no, there's one thing that I knew. Different paths to heaven, but my road leads to you. We found each other unexpectedly, like sunlight through the rain. Two hearts that never meant to fall. Yet love came just the same. You showed me warmth I'd never known, a place where I could stay. A whisper slowly filled the air, telling that non's love can't stay. They say our worlds will never meet, no matter what we do. And faith stands between us, like a wall we cannot climb. Two hearts reaching out. voice inside of mine, like it was always true. But every step we take together feels like we break the rules. I see the fear inside your eyes, the same fear lives in me. We're loving you like me one day. We set each other free. Maybe love was never meant to feel this much pain. Fate stands between us, like a wall you cannot climb. So I'm facing to stop my sacred life. If love was not together, our streets should like this. When fate stands between us and schemes all their visions. If there's a place beyond the sky where love is understood, maybe there we'd finally be just like we always could. With fate to stand between us, with fate to stand between us, with fate stands between us. We grew up under different skies, different words we learned to pray, different stories about heaven, guiding us along the way. But when I looked into your eyes, everything felt clear and true, like every road I walked before was only leading me to you. They say the distance is too far between your world and mine to believe one heart beating in the dark, different face, different stars, but love knows who we are. If the world tries to divide what we feel from the start, we're still to believe, but only one heart. Only one heart. Only one heart. Only one heart. They told us love like ours won't last, that someday we must choose between the faith that raised our souls or the love we're scared to lose. But every time you hold my hand, I feel the truth inside. Love was never meant to live behind the wall of pride. was meant to guide us, and I break the hearts we know. Two beliefs, one heart still shining through the night. Two different roads to heaven, but the same love in our sight. Then if the world says no, we don't fall apart. To believe forever, but only one heart. We now into a softly meet. Two souls with different names, oh God. Different tempos, different streets. Different path that we have walked. But every time you look at me, the world feels calm and clear. Like love was written in the sky, long before you met here. They say the lines are drawn too deep between your world and mine. But love beyond religion still burns inside tonight, stronger than the voices telling us it's not right. If heaven made our hearts, why won't it build a prison for love so true? We met beneath the quiet sky. Two hearts with different prayers. Your world was built on sacred words. Mine whispered hope somewhere. I never thought a single smile could change the path I know. But every step I took in life somehow led me to you. They say our worlds are far apart, like night and morning light. But love between two fates still beats inside our hearts. Two souls with different ways to pray, never far apart. If heaven draws the lines, then why do we feel this way? Love between two fates won't simply fade away. You hold your truth so close to you, like I hold mine inside. But every time you look at me, the walls begin to slide. They tell us love like this won't last, that we should walk away. But every time I try to leave, my heart begs me to stay. Maybe love was never meant to live inside a cage. But love between two fates still beats inside our hearts. Two souls with different ways to pray, but never far. If heaven draws the lines, then why do we feel this way? Love between two fates won't simply fade away. Maybe God can understand a love that we can't hide. To believe is searching for a place collide. Love between two fates, still burning in the night. Two different roads to heaven, but the same love in our sight. If the world says it's wrong, why does it feel so right? Love between two fates, still holding on tonight. Two fates. You bow your head in quiet light. I close my eyes the other way. Two different roads you learn to walk. Two different words we say. But when your hand reaches for mine, the world just fades away. begin to pray. They say our worlds will never meet. Two skies that can't be one. Different prayers, same love, beating in our hearts tonight. Two voices calling heaven under different sacred lights. If it divides our worlds, why does love fit like to the love? Different prayers, but the same love. You showed me hope in gentle ways I never knew before, and every laugh we shared together make me love you more. The voices say we can't be us, that love must choose a side. Yeah, every time I see your face, my heart refuses pride. And maybe love was never meant to live by human rules. Different prayers, same love, beating in our hearts tonight. Two voices calling heaven under different sacred lights. If fate divides our worlds, why does love feel like does love? Different prayers, but the same we met like a story the stars wrote down. Two strangers with hearts open wide. You showed me a world I had never known, and suddenly love was alive. But whispers were growing around our names, like shadows we couldn't escape. They said our love was a fragile flame that destiny wouldn't save. We held on through every tear, through every sleepless night. Heaven knows we tried to keep this love alive, but the world kept pulling us apart while we were holding tight. If love was a crime, then we were side by side. Even if we say goodbye, heaven knows we tried. Heaven knows. I remember the way that you held my hand, like time couldn't take you away. But every promise we tried to keep was fading day by day. They told us the lines were too deep to cross, that faith you were all in the sky. But loving you felt like a miracle, too beautiful to deny. Every tear we cried tonight was proof our